I believe there's two kinds of people in class. All right? There's tops and there's pops. Tops and pops. I know it's ridiculous, but it'll help you remember this. All right? A top person is a tap-oriented person. Top is tap-oriented person. A pop is a progress-oriented person. All right? Two different kinds of people. And when you're here in the school, there's just two kinds. A tap-oriented person. This is the person that comes in and has to win under any cost. They wrestle, they grapple, and man, it's about winning. We slap hands, me versus you, I go and win. And I rock it out. All right? The problem with top people is that winning is more important than anything. So they'll use the same old tired crap that they've used for the longest time, right? And I was given a private lesson today and we were talking about big guys. Big guys are especially this. They push you down, get on side control, hold you down. Try that Americana from side control. Americana. And it's good because it works. So they keep on doing it. And they beat 12 guys with that. And they have one move and they keep working it. All right? And they're top guys. All right? Then there's, in the class, there's the pop guys. All right? Progress-oriented person. Progress-oriented people, they don't mind losing. They sit there and they'll work on stuff. Their whole goal is to get better in class. They get better. They could be on the bottom. They could be anywhere. And they're just getting better. All right? The problem with pop-oriented people is that they lose a lot. But that's not part of the game. It's just, I'm just trying to work on my stuff, right? I'm coming in here and I work on my guard even though I'm going to get past. Now, which do you think is better? Top or pop? Neither or both. They're both fantastic. The problem, again, the problem with top people is if you're working your same old tired crap all the time, when are you going to get around to working your guard? When are you going to get around to being on the bottom? When are you going to work on getting good at those things that are bad, right? Even though you could lose. The problem with pop-oriented people is that they can sometimes lose that will to kill. All right? They lose that will to kill. They're in there and they've lost so much that losing doesn't mean anything. And then when it really counts, they don't have that fire like a top person of, I've got to get you. You see what I'm saying? Now, what is the best for the school here, though, as a student? To be a pop, to be a progress-oriented person. All right, it really is. So you're a white belt, purple belt, whatever. Your job should be to come in and be a progress-oriented. I'm working on my bad stuff. I'm working on stuff. I don't mind being tapped. How about, though, when you get to brown belt? Should you still be a progress-oriented person? You should start, well, I just think you should start rocking it out and be a top person and start tapping people out. Okay? But it all depends on where you're at when you switch. I just want you to differentiate between the two because they're both equally important and you need to be one of those at some time. How about now if we go to a tournament? Oh, you need to be a top person, right? That's where top people shine. I go there to tap you out with the same old tired shit that I always do because I want the gold and I will win. Right? Is there any place in a tournament for a pop, a progress-oriented person? Hell no! Well, oh, I'm learning. I'm just working on some stuff here at the tournament. Why don't you stay in the school and work on stuff? Right? That's the place to do it. When you go to a tournament, we go and win. Right? We go and win at the tournament. That's where the top people are. So that's where you need the top. Be the top, right? How about out on the street? Is there any place for a pop? Do I have to make a joke about this, or are we right? Because you understand, right? You see that? No, man, you're on top. You're the winner. We win street fights. All right? So my point is, that's the place where you really go to put people down, is there. But when you're in here, man, try to get that fire. I've got to tap everybody. Because what it does is it gets in the way of your personal progress. Does that make sense to everybody? It gets in the way of... So be the person on the bottom. I always say the lucky person is on the bottom. Right? Well, that's a progress-oriented person. We want to get better at all these places. I want to fix my areas where I need work instead of just trying to win. And when you just try to win, you use your best stuff. And when you use your best stuff, it's typically in one position. For small guys, being a top player would be in their guard, right? They instantly, you see small guys, they go to the guard all the time. Like that's it, and they fall down. Like you'll slap hands and you go here and they fall down. Right? Because they don't go for the top areas. They're on there a lot. So they just stick with what? The guard all the time. And that's a problem, man, because you want to be good everywhere. You want to be good in all positions. So put yourself in bad spots. It's okay. All right? But you just need to know the difference. One is not better than the other. I'm not trying to make one better than the other. They're both equally good and both equally bad depending on what we do. But here at the school, in this area, pop reigns. All right? Progress-oriented people. That's what we want. You're not afraid to lose. It's okay. Who cares what your teammates say? Because we're trying to get good. But man, if you step foot at the tournament, you better bring your A game. You better bring your A+ game when you're out on the street. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's rock this.